Bro, what? Yo, what the? Okay.
What? It's supposed to be from like full-time bucks? Yeah.
V-Buck sounds very entertaining.
What?
V-Buck sounds like creative. That's what I know.
Rothenberg.
Do you have a knot?
Oh, hello.
Oh!
Bro,
Prince was a bald head.
can you continue the monkey story?
No.
I'm not talking to you guys.
Either way, what profile?
I did.
Hey, let me read.
Chapter 4 is done.
I'm gonna
Let's go.
after this.
Going after this, you said?
I didn't go. I tried to.
I'm so lucky. Because I can tell you.
I'm gonna invite you. Yes!
Finally come.
Let's go! Get
No!
No, don't say
Done. Okay, I'm gonna read Monkey. I'm right now at chapter 2, so let me go read it. Said. Said.
Oh yeah, have fun with that.
Yes.
Of the vibrant monkey named Milo and the Remy.
I got
Unlike the
James.
alliance,
Fuck.
they were committed to from any other beast, and with their clever minds and resourcefulness, they were more than a match for anyone who dared to cross their path. One sunny morning, as the sun the animals gathered at the meeting spot, Milo noticed something unusual. An ominous rumbling echoed through the dense volatile
Wallah,
sunlight.
leave in
Okay.
3, 2.
Peaked has spotted himself through the trees to investigate the source. The jungle. Milo discovered a secret military outpost.
Stop hacking for God's sake.
3.
A secret military outpost that has been left behind by humans. That was filled with tanks, weaponry, and imposing machinery. Eager to defend their home, Milo came up with a daring plan. He sprinted back to the meeting spot and shared his skirts on end with excitement. Together they gathered the bravest and cleverest animal of the jungle, forming a team unlikely any other seen before. The Wild Warriors, with Milo as strategic leader and Remy as their master infiltrator. The Wild Warriors plotted their They would seize the military equipment and utilize it to craft and panzer bullets. It was that coordinating the movements the movements of the skill team. Under the cover of night, they sneaked back into the abandoned outpost, and began the challenging task of mastering the machinery they had never seen before. Remy proved his agility as he scurried through the hidden crevices, locating ammo, while Milo, with his dexterous fingers, maneuvered through the seasoned soldier. Maneuvered the controls like a seasoned soldier. Days turned into weeks as the wild warriors, diligently trained as they became a formidable force. The jungle animals marveled at the sight of a monkey up a tank, roaring commands, while a rat dashed across the battlefield, directing troops. Word of their strength and determination spread beyond the jungle, reaching the ears of band poachers who had been preying upon the innocent creatures for far too long. These poachers sensing a significant challenge, decided to confront the wild warriors head-on. As dawn broke one fateful day, the clash between the poachers and the wild warriors commenced. Trembled with earth-shattering roar of tanks and result cries of the different I can't read, bro. Different animals. Remy's swift maneuvers Remy's maneuvers allowed him to disable the poacher's trap, while Milo, keeping a keen sense of strategy, directed the wild warriors to victory. With poachers defeated and driven away, peace and safety was restored to the jungle. Milo and Remy were hailed as heroes, their names with great reverence among the animals. They had that even the most unlikely allies, armed with only intelligence and determination, could vanquish any threat. From that day on forward, the jungle remained untouched by human greed and harm. The story of the monkey and the rat who fought with military equipment became a legend passed down through the generations, a reminder that true strength lies not in size or appearance, but in unity and resilience. A monkey fighting a rat with military equipment was too hilarious to miss. Stated snarl, he released his lance and sat back on his glaring at the ball of fire which continued to burn unabated. What? I don't know how to say that. The forest fire was a different color than the others he'd. This one was blue. It reminded him of a similar energy that he had seen in a ship's bridge in a movie from Earth called The Matrix. He remembered how the captain of that ship, the Wachowski twins' favorite character Neo, had been able to freeze and direct the movements of an energy called the Red Pill Matrix. A different kind of fire, a different kind of energy, a different kind of power. He wished he'd brought one of his father's. Unfortunately, the small library of literature in his possession was more of a collection of the works of a dead writer, James Bond. A series of science fiction stories, few volumes on a planet called Krypton, and a number of books about aliens and extraterrestrials. The latter books had been written by the same author. Although they had been written a very long time ago, they were well researched. He remembered an alien race called Jor-El that had been saved from a dying planet by an alien race called Kryptonian. The two planets had been at war. It was Jor-El that had led the rebellion on the losing side. Then the monkey shoots a ballista and Ratatouille. At Ratatouille. He smiled at the comparison. He knew that he needed to do something more than merely watch the fire. It was getting warmer in the room. Hey, why don't you make it rain? Why don't you make it rain? Hey, why don't you make it rain? Why don't you make it rain? He muttered in his head, pounding in frustration. You want to make it rain? Why don't you make it rain? Huh? stopped. The air cooled slightly, and the light breeze waved into the room of the window from the window. Do you think I'm going to be the last alien to come to Earth? He asked. He had no idea. He had no idea why he was talking to a fire, but he didn't have anyone to talk to and the fire seemed to be listening in an odd way. The breeze suddenly came in, and the wind and the fire became a howling blue fire tornado. It was a huge funnel of fire that spun rapidly through the room, throwing a blistering heat and hot cinders. The wind lifted him off the ground and slamming him into the far wall, smashing his head and the back against the brick. The fire tornado left, and then there was darkness. Pablo made it had made it into the open window. When he heard the scream, the monkey screeched, climbed off his back, and leapt onto the shelf, where it held on with one hand. The shelf wobbled dangerously. Whoa, Pablo muttered. He was barely aware of the shelf's imminent collapse, until the monkey tugged his shoulder and pointed. The Spectrex got a fucking chainsaw and killed Super Cat. Hey, that's me! Monk was stunned. He looked at Snake, who was looking at Pablo, who was anime. Wow. Okay, uh, okay. You got the chainsaw? Sure. Why? To kill the cat, said the monk. Also to cut wood. Why do you need a chainsaw to cut wood? Asked Pablo. Because I saw a movie. Oh, okay. Do you want to go for a walk? How do you just transition to that? Who is John? Okay, do you want to go for a walk, Dad? John awoke in a bed, a single bed. It was dark. There was no light in the room. A window opened out onto a large balcony. Beyond the balcony, he saw a starry sky. The sound of a large city filled the air. He turned his head. He was alone in the room. Huh? Do you want to go for a walk, Dad? On the room. The door was open. A man wearing a dark was standing in the door. Who are you? John asked. I'm your father, John. I don't have a father. You're dreaming. It's okay. I don't have a father, John yelled. The dreamscape shifted. John was sitting up in the bed. He was no longer in the dark, featureless room. Monks. What are you making me read? Monks. Okay. Then fell off. Anime. Okay. John was standing up in a room full of sand. It was daytime. A hot breeze was blowing from a pair of open doors on his right. A man with brown hair was standing in the corner. Wait, I'm still remembering the other thing. Okay, standing in the doorway watching him. It's time to go, John. Where am I? John asked. You're dead. The man said. It's time to go, John. Then Monk asked Pablo why he was watching anime cat. You don't. Okay, never mind. I won't say it. On the computer. And Pablo said because it was there. I told him to stop being such a prude. And then that he had a chainsaw, so they killed a silica together with it. And Pablo thanked Anime and told Monk to put the chainsaw away. And then they all went outside for a walk. Why am I in the stream? To say goodbye, said the man. It's okay, come on. He reached out his hand, then Spectre threw a chainsaw, cutting off Pablo's, and then found and saw it. Pablo said he would look at the. Wait 1 sec, I gotta do something. Okay.
Emoji face with tears of joy. Emoji face with tears of...
Okay, wait. Let me read it. And then and then Spectre threw a chainsaw, cutting off Pablo's. And Monk turned around and saw it. Pablo said he would look at all he wanted. It's time to go, Dad. Come on. Okay. The man led John through the doors and into a narrow alley. They walked for several minutes, through twisting streets and alleys. They then reached a large square with a massive temple. A black building standing several hundred feet tall, with a flat roof and walls of marble. It towered over the rest of the city. To be continued. That was one of the best chapters I've ever read. I'm gonna try to fight Isshin one more time, and then I'm gonna continue reading it. Okay, so um, where is he? That was one of the best stories I've ever read in my whole entire life, and I'll try to fight him.
It was pretty decent.
Yeah. I'll try to fight Isshin one more time, and then I'm gonna read chapter 3. Oh no. No, why is it always when I heal? No! Okay, yes. No, why does Katana keep coming down now? What? Oh. Yo, I can't see. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll read it. Time to read again. Chapter 3. Wait, let me see how long it is. There's still another chapter 3, a third one, and then chapter 4. Okay. Oh, wait, never mind. Chapter 3. Wait, I'm gonna go do something. I'm back. Okay, chapter 3. Let's go. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a mystical jungle, there existed a mischievous group of monkeys. These monkeys were not ordinary creatures. They possessed the extraordinary power of monkey magic.
Chapter 5 might drop soon.
Nice. Through their ancient rituals, they could bring fortune or chaos upon themselves or others, One day, a dark cloud appeared in the jungle, threatening to disrupt the harmony maintained by the monkey clan. It was called Evil Anime Cat Girl Corn, an abomination of malevolence, disturbed the peace and purity of nature. This wicked entity took the form of a seductive cat-like girl with a vibrant, luring individuals with her enchanted aura. They would manipulate her victims through thought. They will manipulate her victims' thoughts and desires, leading them into a realm of darkness and depravity. The monkey clan became concerned when they witnessed fellow creatures of the jungle falling victim to the evil cat girl's enchantment. Determined to bring balance back to their beloved jungle, the monkeys hatched a plan. They decided to use their monkey magic to create a protective barrier around the jungle, shielding it from the wicked influence that threatened to consume. Gathering all their strength, the monkeys enchanted the power of nature itself. As they enchanted, the monkeys could feel the forest responding to their call. Leaves rustled, branches swayed, and a wave of magical energy filled the air. The barrier materialized, shimmering in the sunlight as a force against evil. The evil anime cat girl laughed in defiance, sensing her power being challenged. She attempted to break through the barrier, but the magical energy of her to penetrate. Momo's days was filled with endless adventures, swinging from tree to tree, and amusing his fellow jungle dwellers with his witty remarks. Wait, where did I? With his witty remarks, an incredible sense of humor. He was adored by everyone except for one individual who harbored disdain towards anything different from himself. A man known as the Grand Wizard. The Grand Wizard was a powerful sorcerer who came from distant land to explore the depths of the jungle. Unfortunately, his heart was filled with hatred and he despised. I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean by Grand Wizard. I just who the Grand Wizard is. He despised creatures who he saw, including the inhabitants of the jungle. One day, the Grand Wizard noticed Momo talking and laughing at animals. Enraged by this, he decided to use his magic to capture the clever monkey and to the jungle, the superior being. In the jungle of the night, he unleashed a powerful spell trapping Momo in a cage. As it spread, despair and fear filled the hearts of the jungle. Each creature was challenging the Grand Wizard's magic. They knew their strength could never match his. However, deep in the heart of the jungle, a wise old turtle named Tortoro resided. Tortoro has witnessed the rise and fall of many kingdoms and possessed an extensive knowledge of ancient magic. When he heard of Momo's plight, he decided it was time to intervene. Tortoro embarked on a treacherous journey to seek guidance of the monkey elders. These elders were fabled to be the oldest of their kind, and were believed to hold ancient secrets that can counteract any magic. That's chapter 3 done. Again, if I die, I will. You know, I'm gonna read chapter 4. I'm
not gonna join the party if you keep continuing. Huh?
Chapter 4. The small wizened monk stood at the Walter's
I'm gonna
mess
mute
store.
you for the whole story.
Wait, Walter, why? Okay.
I'm gonna mute
Bag
you for the whole
containing
story.
his purchase in one hand and the pocket full,
It's
fading quickly from the
not in the
other.
game.
It had been a long road of troubled services. Ser, serv, ser,
You're muted.
Alright,
So,
servitude,
we're done?
yeah.
living in the shadows to get a fix of one thing that could ease his suffering,
It's a
even
boss
for a
fight.
short while. However, tonight
Wait, I
an
need to mute you.
unexpected obstacle
What?
had appeared in front of him.
No,
There,
it's Fortnite.
standing between him and his final destination, was
You're
Ratatouille,
talking to me in Discord.
an old
Wait, I'm
enemy from the
gonna switch it.
monastery.
Mute. Muted.
Monastery. Ratatouille and his band of thugs were blocking Monk's path, their eyes gleaming with anticipation. Ratatouille was demanding the
In
last
your
bag
stream.
of meth,
But
And
you
he was-
muted.
and he wasn't going to take no for an answer. Monk had
Not
only
telling
seconds
me
to
yet.
react before Ratatouille and
Yeah.
his men attacked. He took a
The only one online is
deep
Yusuf.
breath and entered the battle,
DZ
preparing for a fight. He
Yes.
could feel the rush of adrenaline coursing his veins
What?
and
Yes,
clarity
yes.
of mind that come with sobriety, replaced by numbing fog of meth induced euphoria. He threw the and managed to connect with Ratatouille's
Does she
jaw,
updating for you?
sending the thug flying back a few feet. He followed up with another strike, and he managed to land a few more. He could drag the power. He could feel the power of drugs coursing through him
Such a
fast and strong. However, Ratatouille and his men had
Good.
obviously come
In real
prepared.
life, I guess it
They were
was.
armed with knives, and the
No,
fight
I
quickly
don't.
became a deadly battle.
So Allah.
Attrition.
Ah,
Monkey fended
you
off
choose me, bro.
wave after wave of attacks, managing to keep the bag
There
of meth in
isn't
his
other.
possession.
Just target.
Eventually, Ratatouille and his men grew tired and were forced to retreat. As they left, Monk stood victorious, the bag of meth
I'm
clutched
gonna
in
get
his hand.
SMG for the boss fight.
He had won the battle, but only barely. The cost of the battle had been great, and his body was...
Yahi, are you? Doesn't she updating for you?
Wait, I can't find it anymore. Wait. Let me look for it.
Hello?
I can't find chapter 4.
Yes.
The Wi-Fi is not.
Huh?
It's
The Wi-Fi
wait.
is not working.
Again?
The Wi-Fi is not working.
So Allah.
He had won the battle,
Mama.
but only barely.
What?
The cost of the battle had been great, and his now covered in cuts and bruises. He understood the danger of meth addiction, but it was the risk he was willing to take for the sake of his survival. Monk leapt home to the monastery. Ratatouille starts pulling out some anime catgirl
What
porn.
is commercials?
Monk sees his animes and tells him to wait a minute as he goes to the basement and gets some mess for the cat girl. Ratatouille then... Yo! What the fuck is this? Okay. Ratatouille then... Cat girl corn with mess power on. Then...
What the?
With more mess, he then gets bored of... And then tells Monk to pull some... What's BDSM for? I don't know. As Monk takes... Wait. Okay, as Monk takes the meth from Ratatouille and puts it in the BDSM, I don't know what that means. Ratatouille with some more meth. It's a bit more. Ratatouille decides to take to a local church, which is the last thing Ratatouille should do before his ding then fell off in the anime cat girl. Monk had to get his ding back from the anime cat girl. He threw a piece of Walter's meth to kill the anime cat girl. The first day of my trial was spent at the courtroom. My lawyer had told my that he would not be able to defend me in court, as I have been convicted of offense that was not even a crime. So Monk had to get his ding back from the anime cat girl. He then threw a piece of Walter's meth to kill the anime cat girl. The trial lasted for 2 days. During that time, a very nice woman had a series of questions about my past. She asked me about
I'll leave Fortnite.
a friend who died from a disease I'd contracted in her. Monk had to get his ding back from the anime cat girl. He then piece of Walter's meth to kill the anime cat girl. The judge had no idea what death was, or even what a disease actually was. And in fact, the disorder was never even mentioned. All she knew was that the man
So, you know, I
she
muted
was
him
prosecuted
in my
he was
perspective.
was Monk. He had to get his ding
So
back
I
from
don't
the
hear
anime
him
cat
anymore.
girl. He then threw.
It's very
Bro,
good,
it keeps
actually. I'm enjoying it.
kicking me out. He then threw a piece of Walter's meth to kill the anime cat. Wait. He then threw a piece of Walter's meth to kill the anime cat girl. The next day, the lawyer was able, in his own words, to get the ball rolling. He told the court that Monk, who had not been able to first speak English, was
I
enough to
can't hear
understand what
anything,
he was
but
saying.
except he's muted.
Once upon a time, in the peaceful village
can
of
live
the
in
Celerite
peace.
Hills, there lived a monk named Liu. I'll just call him Liu, known truth and devotion to his spiritual path. Liu has spent years in silent meditation at the monastery. However, unexpected events were about to disrupt the tranquility of his life. One fateful day, a peculiar package had arrived at the monastery. Curiosity piqued, he opened it cautiously, only to find a strange-looking device. Intrigued, he examined it carefully, realizing it was a picture of a gun filled with a peculiar substance named meth. Perplexed by its presence and unsure of how to dispose of it, Liu had made a decision to investigate its origins. His journey led him to a nearby town for its vibrant marketplaces and, and inhabitants. As Liu blended into the bustling streets, he couldn't help but notice a commotion drawing a crowd. Bro, it keeps. I can't find its way. Drawing a crowd, curiosity taking hold again, he pushed through, discovered a peculiar shop with a sign that the Anime Emporium. As he entered, Lou was bombarded with colorful imagery, vibrant posters, and phony anime soundtracks. But something was amiss. The, the patrons were engrossed in something disturbing. Play Lou couldn't comprehend. It was anime playing on the store's screens. Disappointed by what he saw, Lou couldn't understand why such why art forms were so attracting so much attention. He observed the crowd's fascination, their fixation intensifying by the minute, feeling the need to restore balance and promote healthier forms of entertainment. Lou remembered of meth he discovered, inspired by the teachings of his monastery. He decided to use it for quietly slipping away from the crowd. Lou found a discreet spot overlooking the store, raising the minigun of meth in his hands. His hands shaking with a mix of determination and nervousness. Lou shot the substance into the air. Once upon a time, in a peaceful monastery nestled deep within mountains, Ratatouille, a courageous and adventurous rat, found himself in the strangest of encounters. Ratatouille, known for his unrivaled passion for cooking and his exceptional, I can't read, okay. culinary arts has stumbled upon a monk who was an entirely different kind of pursuit. The monk named Brother Michael had secretly developed a dangerous and active substance known as meth. And has been
Finally.
sorry,
I can hear Safe's story, which is actually really boring.
to Ratatouille, he had inadvertently the situation out about the house of
Speak all
Ratatouille's
you
cooking.
want, Safe.
People
You are muted.
people from far and wide
Muted.
would seek out his expertise, hoping to experience culinary bliss. Brother Michael, bro, it keeps sending the new message. Wait, let me look for that. Brother Michael, longing for power and control, believed that acquiring Ratatouille's abilities make his mess more irresistible to those who sought it. One fateful evening, as Ratatouille the monastery kitchen, gathering ingredients for his next culinary masterpiece, Brother Michael confronted him. "I know what you can do, Ratatouille," he hissed, his eyes filled with greed. "I demand that you teach me together. We will create the perfect drug."
Drug! What the f-
Okay,
Drug?
I'll take a break from reading it.
Guys, he's doing math. Report him. Report his stream. He's doing math. Report him. Report him. He's doing math. I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna report you for misinformation.
Let's see what I do bad.
If you keep reading, I'm gonna report you for misinformation.